What's the deal, y'all? Welcome to The Recipe, West Michigan's hottest media group. I am your host, Boss Bree, and we'll be focusing on music, tech, and fashion throughout the latest artists and entrepreneurs in the West Michigan areas. Stay tuned for more, y'all. Welcome to the very first episode of The Recipe. I am your host, Boss Bree, and today we have a very special guest, the owner of Muse, Mr. Steven Smith. How are you?
I'm doing good today.
Great. Now, can you tell the audience a little bit about yourself and what you do?
All right, so I'm Steven Smith. I'm the owner of MuseGR.
Period.
And Muse is a art gallery, an interactive art gallery that's here to help others pursue their purpose and passion.
Perfect.
I also work in education.
Oh.
From California. And I've been here in Michigan for the last 10 years.
Oh, that's dope. Now, hearing that you're from California, what made you leave the Bay, yes, the Bay, and take that leap of faith, post-college to come to Grand Rapids, Michigan?
Yeah, so, all right, I left the Bay in 2005 to go to school. I went to Fisk University, all-black school. After that, I was like, hey, some things happened in college that pushed me towards going in education. Two of my brothers was murdered based on violence, and I wanted to study it, so I studied psychology and was like, I'm finna go work with the youth and try to stop that type of stuff from happening.
Now that's dope. Now, you working with youth and, learning from college, if that's what you wanted to do, what gave you the idea to create Muse?
All right, so Muse, when I was in college, my senior year, I wanted to create a place that was gonna have arts that people can do.
Yes.
Like kids could come, like music art, dancing, painting, all that. Whatever their outlet is, they can do that, and they can get counseling. That was like my original idea.
Okay.
But I ended up coming out here and buying this building based on being a photographer. I wanted to find a photography studio. But eventually it had evolved to my original idea.
Oh, that's amazing.
And that's where we're at now.
Now, you see Grand Rapids is such a very developing city with all the new stuff we have coming, especially within the northwest area.
Yeah.
What do you feel like Muse can do to keep the city running and in loop with what's going on, especially with music and youth combined?
Yeah, so we have this unique initiative that we're doing. We're working with Youth Against Anti-Violence.
Mm-hmm.
We partner with the city to bring a studio here, so the youth could come and they could record versus being out doing whatever they would be doing, and we're helping them go through their music career. They got classes, workshops. We meet like 3 times a week, whether it's on Zoom, and then 2 times in person. They come and get in the booth.
Nice, yes.
And we're gonna get them booked, like.
Period, as you should. No, so how do you feel like music has inspired art, in your opinion?
I mean, it's a big culture. The hip hop is a culture in itself, but people listen to music and they decide what lane they're gonna go in.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of time people are heavily influenced by music. So personally, I try to get into the music lane only to steer people towards like good character, making good choices. That sounds boring for music, but we try to spice it up and make it
No, yeah,
dope.
I definitely get it. A lot of people try to separate the two, when in reality, music is like a cure or sometimes even medicine for people who when they don't even notice it. So you being a counselor, how do you balance that with being a businessman, or do you combine the two?
Yeah, I combine the two because the way that I work with my students is always based on their purpose and their passion and getting them to see it. Like, basically what I fight personally is called nihilism.
Mm-hmm.
And that's like when you live on the edge, nihilistic tendencies. You'll see kids doing wild things, living on the edge, taking chances. So that comes from hopelessness. So I do things that provide hope. So that's why I always go towards what are you into? What are you interested in?
And that's how we need. That's exactly what this city needs. Now, what can you do as a leader to make sure that the younger generation is tapped in with art, music? Besides you doing Muse and having all these projects available, there are some kids, who don't have the access to computers to get in contact or anything. So what do you feel like you could do?
I could tell them, stop making excuses, come to Muse. We got you. Whatever you need, we try to get it. We connect resources. So if it's something a kid needs, even if I don't have it, I'm gonna connect them with somebody who does. Type thing. So that's just I guess I can empower other people to think like that, so that more needs will be met.
Mm-hmm.
So whenever I'm always into like working with people that's younger, a little younger than me, and letting them know like how I move, so they can move in similar and better ways.
Now, you're such a selfless person. Like, what is an average day for you? Like, how do you find time for Steven?
I mean, my favorite things to do is like motorsports, like ATV, jet ski, stuff like that. So typically for my birthday, I always choose to do something like that.
So that's your big day for you?
Yeah, I always do something active, and I invite my closest people to come do it with me.
I need to be on that tip. Every day is my birthday, honestly. Now.
And I get to, whenever I get to do music, I really enjoy it.
Now,
I don't do it often.
Why not?
Just running the business, it keeps me busy.
Where's your balance?
We're working on balance.
That's all.
My balance is most of my time goes to my son.
Mm-hmm.
So I try to give him undivided attention, and my wife as well.
Do you feel like being a father has changed you, or like changed your views on a lot of things you do?
It made me just get more focused, because I used to be all over the place, which I still kind of am, but it just makes me more focused.
With time, we're going to get through that.
Yeah.
Now, these are some off-topic questions, but you being in Grand Rapids for quite some time, do you have any local spots that you love to go to that you could share with us?
Oh, yeah. One of my favorite places is Wiki Wiki Poke. And that's like sushi in a bowl, bacon type.
Now, is the Wiki Wiki...
It's like Wiki Wiki, like hip-hop.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they combine
like,
sushi and hip-hop?
Yeah. Yeah, so when you go, they play music. It's a cool experience.
That's dope. Where's that at?
That is on Wealthy by 40 Acres.
Period.
Yeah.
Now, for the music thing, since that's something you actually have, been dipping and dabbing to yourself, can you talk a little bit about your style genre?
Okay, so we was talking off air, and you gave me like a new like title for it. You said like neo soul rap.
Yes, neo soul rap.
Yeah, I would say that it's like neo soul rap.
Now, who are some of your favorite artists, in the city and, on your playlist that you listen to that you get inspired to or get inspired from?
Right now, I've been bumping a lot of Daniel Caesar. I like Chance. I like Kanye. In the city, I would just have to go with the students that we got in our program. So that's Dank, Maze, Dun Dun. That's a few of them.
Will we be expecting anything from this group?
Oh yeah, they're gonna. So we're gonna release some projects. We'll put them on all our social media, on @MyMuseGR. We're gonna create them a page. They wanna we'll create a name and all that. We'll do it real official.
That's dope. Now, do you have anything to look forward to for Muse that we can know about, or your music yourself?
I'm working on my release for my project, and it's gonna be an art exhibit.
Oh.
So basically, everything you would expect from an art show, that's what you'll get with the album release.
Now, for those who haven't been to an art show, it's very chill, calm, and collected. Yeah. But he's gonna indulge his neo soul rap into the art to emphasize some of the paintings. So basically, y'all gonna come through, bring your own headphones. You'll look at some paintings along with some music. It's gonna probably be mind blowing. Very rare. Well, Steve, thank you for coming on the show, being our very first guest. We're honored to have you. I appreciate y'all. Of course. Stay tuned, y'all. There's more videos coming out. Be on the lookout. Peace. Love and chicken grease.